Right, we're in. So welcome everyone. I've been wanting to do this for a long while now, so if you don't know who I am, my name's Tom, and yeah, I've been wanting to just start my own little channel to get things going. There's been a lot of things that I've picked up recently this year, and I thought what a way to start on my first ever video on my YouTube with giving you a little run through of what I've got. Hope you enjoy. Let's get into the video. Coming in, number one is this Daily Paper Sherpa. I've been looking for a Sherpa for a number of years now. Managed to pick up this recently off a guy from Netherlands, I think it was, and he was able to send it. I think I paid £70. I think retail was £280 or £290. It's got really nice bits of like detailing around the waistband, a nice fasten. I've always wanted a Sherpa. I've always thought they're very nice for winter. You can style it obviously with a hoodie underneath or just a t-shirt, depending on what you're feeling. That was probably, if not my favourite pickup clothing wise of this year. So moving into the next piece of clothing that I picked up this year, it's actually a two-parter, I guess. So one part I was able to grab off of eBay, which was part of the Dave White and Atmos. So if you don't know what Atmos is, it's a store in Japan, and Dave White is a contemporary artist from England, and he does a lot of paintings, like watercolor paintings of animals. But yeah, this was the cap, so I managed to pick this up, I think, off eBay for, I think I got it for pretty much a steal of £30, I think it was. Shit. Moving on to the second piece of Dave White collabs that I've picked up this year, which was with Size. So this is what I was on about with the kind of nice paintings that Dave does himself, always of this style, so very iconic, very recognisable if you know who he is. And if you don't know of Daniel Cordus, Daniel Cordus is a sneaker customizer, has used Dave's artwork in a lot of his customs, so definitely go check that out. This was this was a recent pickup from their collab with Size, which formed part of, so I think they released a cap, a tote bag. The tote and the cap were a little bit too out there for me. It was a light blue colour, not really my thing. I like my darks and I like my earthy tones. But yeah, nonetheless, definitely solid pick. Moving into trainer pickup. If you know me, I'm all about sneakers, trainers, crepes, whatever you want to call them, wherever you're from in the world. And yes, everyone knows the struggles that come with raffle entries lately. It's getting very tedious, but sometimes it's always nice when you wake up and you just get that dub. Very rare. But it has happened a few times this year, which I'm very happy about the pairs that I have picked up. So the first pair that I wanted to show, probably my most worn pair this year, is these, the Nike and the Sacai collab. If you don't know, part of a black and a white release. This is also the second iteration of the collab. The first ones were a lot of mesh, and these ones are actually nylon, like nylon uppers. I love this pair. A lot of people don't like this added heel cup, not heel cup, it's this added like midsole, but I love it. I think the shoe itself, very wearable, it's very narrow, and I've got quite wide feet, so it can sometimes be a little bit uncomfortable if you wear them for too long. But yes, I'm waiting to pick up the white pair. I love this pair, and yeah, I was gutted that the third iteration of the collab I was unable to pick up. Very sad, because I really wanted them. A lot of people also keep the silk laces in as well, so these would come double laced if you haven't already noticed. They're basically an amalgamation of two shoes put together into one. A solid pair. I love them. I rock them with one lace. Might change, but these go in the box now until summer, because can't be wearing them in these winter months. Moving into the second pair that I was able to pick up this year, which I was very happy about, is these. This is the Nike Air Max 1, the London. So these released in two pairs, so it was the London pair and the Amsterdam pair. Very solid, very solid, as we all love. It's actually got the mini swoosh, which is key. I love that on Air Max 1s. I think it just adds to the whole toe box area. A nice mixture of materials as well. If you can see, there's cord on the back stitching. There's also a nice very premium feeling suede, which I like. And yeah, just very nice detailing on the tongue tab. As you can see, I've definitely worn these quite quite a lot. I was going to sell them because of the colour, but yeah, nonetheless, I'm glad I kept them and glad I'm getting my wear out of them. So then moving on to the third pickup in the trainer category. These are the size and Nike 95s, Air Max 95s. I fucking love them. I think they're so sick. Like the mixture of colours where you can fit, you can match them with a lot of fit. I'm not 100% sure on the speckled midsole. I'm not a massive fan of it, but we'll make do with it. I like the mixture of colours and the different materials. So this was actually meant to be 20 pairs over the years, just mixed into one shoe. So it was the 20 for 20. If I'm honest, I love this like light pink, I don't know what you want to call it, pastel pink colouring at the top on the mesh upper and on the tongue and the laces. I love them. I think they're very wearable. If you know about 95s, you'll know they're very clumpy and heavy on your feet, so not a daily wearer. Well, not for me anyway, but I like how wide the fitting they are, so if I'm wearing them with a loose fitting pair of cargos or a big pair of joggers, yeah, it's a vibe.
It's a knife.
Moving on to the last one of this year so far, none other than the Nike Air Force One Paranoids. These released last week, I think it was, or the week before. I was very fortunate to pick them up in a raffle in my local size, so shout out to you, mans, because yes, you definitely hooked it up. So this is the second pair of this collab. They originally released a black pair, which now are fetching resale prices of up to, I don't even know, 400-ish. But then obviously you've got the Korea exclusive of the black pair, which I think they had a red leather swoosh, and they're going for a two plus grand, I think. So yeah, very sick pair. These naturally crack over time, so this white section is actually underneath it. There's like graffiti art, so they'll crack eventually and expose all the artwork underneath. Very nice, very solid pair. The top layer feels a bit stiff, but I'm obviously guessing obviously due to the cracking that's going to happen inevitably. Nice little bit of embroidery on the tongue. Very cool pair. I'm very excited to wear them. These are going to be next summer's pair. I'm going to hold on to them, keep them fresh, because I'm too paranoid. I think I tried them on once. I don't know if you can see it, but it's already started to crack at the top by here. So yeah, very nervous to wear them, but yeah, I think they're pretty sick. And that's it for the trainer pickups of this year. I think I told a lie. So I did pick up another pair this year and I forgot about them. I don't know how. It's probably because I haven't worn them that much. Sadly, they're a little bit too small. So it's this pair here. So this right here is the New Balance 990. I think they're the V5. Yeah, they're the V5, version 5 of the 990 by New Balance. What a pair. I've been waiting to pick up the grey pair for relatively cheap. Super comfortable. Probably one of the most comfortable pairs I've ever worn. I picked this pair up off Mr. Porter, I think it was. I think they had a sale on and I managed to grab them for about, I think I want to say £80, maybe less, which retail is about 180, 200 I think, so I was very happy with that pickup. Sadly, they are a UK 8, I'm a UK 9, but they're actually a women's pair. If you don't fuck with women's trainers, don't rule them out. You can always pick up your sizes if you're willing to look around. Women's obviously go up to 9.5 I think in UK sizes. So yeah, I was very happy to pick up this pair right here. Solid, just suede all the way around. A nice little mesh upper on the toe box with some leather detailing. A nice tonal pink colour. I'm glad I have them in my collection. So moving into the jewellery section of this video. Everyone knows, or if you know me, you know my loyalty to Casio over the years. I've been wearing Casio watches from day. I'm not rich enough, or not yet, so I don't own any flashy expensive watches. One day I will own a Rolex, probably just a Datejust, be happy with just that. So yeah, that was obviously the go-to back in the day, which is just a standard Casio. Then we moved into the silver edition, but then this year we've just trumped them all and we've gone with this. So if you don't know, let me try and get them. This is the Carbon Core G-Shock. The face is a nice hexagonal, is it a hexagonal shape? Being my go-to from the day I picked it up, so I pre-ordered it in May. Casio had some mad fucking backlog, obviously with COVID, production issues, etc. So it arrived, I want to say at least 4 or 5 months later. I was very happy to pick it up. A lot of people say, or a lot of people are calling it the Casio Oak. So if you don't know what a Royal Oak AP is, so Audemars, the Royal Oak edition of their watches, and the face is very similar to this. You can pick up this silver band, so these straps are replaceable and you can change the straps, so it does look like an AP. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to make £100 watch look like a fucking 40 grand watch. That's not my style. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. We need some macro lens. So will you be able to see this? So yes, this right here is a Chrome Heart spacer ring. I was able to pick it up this year for, I think I paid £90 for it. I'm not one to wear loads of jewellery, just a nice little bit on the hands, a couple of rings and maybe a necklace. I'm looking to pick up the Forever ring, so if you don't know what Chrome Hearts is, go and check them out. They're a solid jewellery brand. Originally made for rock stars and kind of with hip hop music picking up, a lot of rappers and stuff got onto the hype, and then yeah, the hype behind them just grown and grown. I'm still waiting for the Forever ring, and I also wouldn't mind, they make a ring with a nice detailing around it. It literally just says fuck you. That's what is going to be picked up eventually. I think the Forever ring will be a nice wedding band instead of your standard copper looking thing that looks like a pipe. So if you haven't guessed it already, I love a collab. I love anything to do with two entities like colliding and just coming up with ideas. So I'm a massive gamer, secret nerd. But yeah, Fortnite was obviously banging, and well, yeah, still at the start of this year. Travis Scott, obviously, if you don't know, did his astronomical event with Fortnite. I was able to pick up a number of bits. This was the t-shirt that I was able to get, so just a nice bit of front detailing and a nice big back print. If you know me, you'll know that I absolutely love graphic t-shirts. So yeah, moving into then the second part of that collab was this sicko mode, and then whatever you want to call him, his agent kind of thing, that was a character in the Fortnite series. He did obviously the event. I haven't opened this, I'm still looking for somewhere to display him. Since we've moved into our new apartment, I'm just waiting for the perfect place to display it. It's an action figure, they light up. I think this one has a light up head, don't know, I haven't really looked. But I'm also a big fan of like collectibles, and eventually I will have one of those motherfucking big Cause toys. Last but not least, how could I forget and not mention this? Myself and a good friend Spud, we film and edit and record our very own podcast, which is called the No P Podcast. If you haven't heard it yet, it's just us two chatting shit. We just vibe. It's good to just get a weekly sit down with him. We obviously just do our own work as well, so it's nice to get that allocation of time where we just sit down and vibe on about things we've just seen this week. No further ado, it'll have to be the Thron Max M Drill podcasting mic.
So, let me just
It's nothing special. I don't even know why I'm showing it. Obviously, if you haven't seen before, studio mic, this is studio quality. I think we paid about £80–90 for it. We've been on about doing it for years and years and years and years. Yeah, it was good that we made a start. We're now on episode 19. So I'll leave the links obviously to the podcast below, because I'm hoping in theory, if this bangs or this grows, we can also get some support over on the podcast. If you haven't checked it out, or if you're thinking about starting a podcast as well, by all means go ahead. Like if you need a hand with anything like setting up equipment you use, we use the most basic setup, and at the minute it's very feasible. A lot of people use AirPods just to record the whole podcast, so if you're using a mic like this, go figure, it's going to definitely be a lot better. Bang bang. So I guess I just wanted to finish off with, if you don't know who I am, my name's Tom. Yeah, this is the first video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more content for this, like this from myself or me and Spud together, just doing little short 10-minute, 15-minute clips of things that we find, like top music, top albums, whatever you want to see. Yeah, I've enjoyed making this anyway. This has been sick. I hope you enjoy. I don't know if you will. I'm hoping the edit will fucking bang. And yeah, let's shoot some B-roll. Bop.